My name's Ryan James Cropper. I like to be called Ryan JC. It's the first initials of my middle and my last name. And I have a channel on astral projection. And I also teach it for a living, how to astral project, which is pretty cool. And recently I've had a video called the Astral Projection Crash Course, right? I've had this video on my channel for over a year. And I've been asked to remake it. A beginner's guide, a beginner's astral projection video. And I thought, okay, well, this is fine, I'll remake it. And I've been asked to make it more clearer for other people to understand. No, there have been people who've been able to do this first try. I'd like to give a shout out to Jordan Reese, who managed to astral project on his first try. He says, I'm going to try again tonight, but I was surprised that it worked on my first try. It's crazy how real it feels. Now, astral projection does feel real. I'm going to tell you why later on in this video, but today, just now, I'm going to be telling you how to astral project a beginner's crash course, because a lot of people may not know everything about it and they want to get into it fast. They want to astral project quickly. They don't have much time to learn all the ins and outs, and that's fine. You can find that on my channel. You can just pick up a book, right? But in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is a way to get you out of your body tonight. Like today. Like we're going to get you out today. Granted, you understand what I say throughout this video. Now, there's a 4-step system which I learned how to do that I put together from my own consciousness, my own experiences through trial and error when I was 16, and it had never failed me since until I decided to redevelop my technique on how to astral project, which is so complicated. I have to actually teach people in Skype calls. I can't actually just make a video on it because there's loads of different ways of going at it or perceiving it or looking at my technique that I'm currently doing today, which is just it's just a complete mind-blowing thing. It takes time. But in this video, I'm going to tell you a quick way, like a shortcut to astral project. So it's pretty much like this. Okay, let me tell you a bit about myself first. I'm Ryan JC again, and I died when I was 16. Full on, drowned to death, I died. I'm going to make a video on that and put it on my channel at some point. But the reason why I'm saying this is because after I died and came back, I got flooded with memories of when I used to astral project as a child. At the time, I didn't know what it was called. At the time I was astral projecting, I had absolutely no idea what it was that I was doing. Like, at all. I just didn't know. And then, when I came back and I was flooded with these memories, I started looking into other experiences similar to it. I started looking at near-death experiences, because it got my attention, the things that I saw after I died. And the people out there experienced the same thing. And after looking into it enough, I realized what it was called. And after I realized this at the age of 16 and put together my own technique, I ended up doing it on command whenever I wanted. It got so bizarre to the point where I ended up doing it twice every day for 14 days. So 2 weeks, twice every day. And I wrote them down in a book, a notepad that I have over here. And I decided to make my channel to talk about my experiences, okay? Now, this is literally like the beginner's crash course, the beginner's guide to astral projection. Now, just before I tell you how to do this, I've written it down. Very simple, right here, 4 steps. And I'll put the 4 steps in the description below also. And I'll also pop them up on the screen in text at some point. Real quick, difference between astral travel and astral projection. Astral travel is when you project an aspect of your consciousness without the astral body. So you won't have a form when you do this, and when you're astrally traveling around, you can see wherever you want to see. You can look into anyone's window. You can spy on anyone. I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of weird. They can actually feel you staring at them, whenever you feel like someone's watching you kind of thing. And you can go anywhere you want. And that's astral travel, only the experience is less realistic because you're not bringing with you your counterpart, your astral counterpart, which is your astral body, and that is when it's then called astral projection, okay? So that's the difference between astral travel and astral projection. Astral travel is when you travel with your consciousness. Astral projection is when you project with your consciousness attached to your astral body, which allows you to feel much more real, wherever you go. It's more HD, it's more crisp, much more of a realistic experience when you astral project. So, real quick, this is how you do it. Real quick. I'd like you guys to share this. Share this, make this thing go viral, because I've got another version of this on my channel. And when this video goes overboard when it comes to the amount of views, then I can finally delete that one, because I really don't like having copies. You know, when it's like you've got copies of music on your iTunes, it just drives you nuts. Yeah. So the first thing you need to do is you need to lay down. Lay down on your back. Very, very simple. Just lay down on your back. Okay. Most people, when they get comfortable on their back, they breathe for however long they want. They just focus on their breathing, and they're laying there, and then they relax, right, on your back. Now you could do this slightly set up a little bit. If you put a couple of pillows behind your head to stop you from falling asleep, if you like, it's completely fine. And you want to lay down, and that's the first thing you want to do. Okay, first thing you want to do is lay down. Second thing you want to do is the first person. So if you got your eyes like this, and it's like you can look through your eyelids and see your hands. First person. And you want to first personally imagine yourself lifting out of your body and walking around the environment within your room. You want to imagine literally feeling the texture of your wall. You want to imagine rubbing your feet on the ground. You want to imagine tapping, noise, clap your hands, do whatever you like, sing if you want to, okay? Just make it so it feels as real as it can. And if you want to imagine it's snowing outside and you crack open a window and it's freezing cold, by all means do so. Anything to make yourself really put your attention on what you're doing, okay? When you're excited about what you're doing, you want to do it, you put all of your attention on it. That is what it means to really focus. When you're not trying to be focused, you're just really excited and putting all your attention on something. It makes things a lot more easier. It makes it a lot more easier to stay on target when it comes to you doing these steps, is when you're really excited about astral projecting for the first time, which you should be able to do, as I have been getting messages. I think that one that I told you about earlier with Jordan, how he was able to do it on his first time and he was surprised that it worked. I think that was within like a week of me posting the one that I posted last year, which is basically the same thing I'm talking about here, but this one's more crisp. Okay, so once you do that and it gets easy, all you've got to do now is bring your awareness back into your body. Okay, now when you bring your awareness back into your body, what you've got to do is like open your eyes or blink kind of thing. It's quite simple. But then the third thing you do is you make an intention. You make an intention to notice your body falling asleep. Notice your body falling asleep. And if you've ever made the intention to wake up in the morning and make a cup of tea, then congratulations, you've qualified for this third step. If you've ever made the intention to wake up in the morning and make some toast, or some cereal, some shreddies, some Quitos, whatever's your flavor, then congratulations, you're going to be able to do this, okay? Making the intention is just making like a mental note to do something later on. It's really that simple. And if you've done all this stuff, then congratulations, you've initiated to being able and perfectly capable enough to make this third step happen, which is making the intention to notice your physical body fall asleep. Making the intention to make your physical body fall asleep. Okay? If I said it too fast. It's really that simple. Okay? Now, it's often easiest to do this third step when you remember a time in your past where you've already noticed yourself falling asleep. You know, when you feel that jolting feeling where you feel like you're going to fall out of your bed, or when you're like, you lose all awareness of your physical body, but you don't really care kind of thing, and it's just blackness void, and you're not even thinking about what it is that you're seeing coming into your head kind of thing. Those moments where you notice your physical body about to fall asleep, where your consciousness is aware enough for you to catch yourself, noticing yourself, slipping into a deeper state of consciousness to the point where you then follow on to falling asleep. All you're doing is making the intention to notice when your physical body gets to that stage. Okay? And then the fourth step is after you've done that, okay? After you've brought your awareness back to your body after step one, which is laying down, you then turn to any side that you fall asleep on, which is then when you set the intention, which is the third step. Then after you've set the intention, which is the third step, you then want to basically bear witness to whatever happens next, because what happens next is, if you've done this correctly and you've understood what I've said, you should be able to get the vibrations. Now, when you get these vibrational states of happening to you within this next stage, it's not going to be, did I actually do that? I'm not sure, maybe I didn't expect. No, you're going to know when you've experienced the vibrations. It's going to be very, very obvious, okay? It's going to be very apparent that what's happening to you has never happened before. It may excite you a little bit. It may shoot up the adrenaline. It may make you nervous because it's loud. It's incredibly loud. It's inside like your pineal gland for starters, so don't worry, you're not going to go deaf. Okay, it's inside your pineal gland and it makes your entire being vibrate to an incredibly high pitch, like white noise kind of on steroids. Okay, so you're going to know when this happens. And it's not going to be, I'm not sure kind of situation. You're going to know it's going to be completely alien. You've never had it happen to you before in this way. So once that happens, it will die down. And once it begins to die down, the next thing that happens is all you need to do is literally get up. Now, your physical body won't get up, but you do need to get up as if you're in your physical body. Now, that may kind of weird you, like what? So what you do is you get up as if it's your physical body. Your physical body and your astral body are in two different locations, but your mind is tethered to your astral body in the present moment after the fourth stage is complete. So when you get up, only your astral body will get up. Your physical body will stay wherever it is in 3D. So I'm Ryan JC. It's going to be about do it. Share, subscribe, like, comment, do what you like with this video. Make sure it goes above the last one, how to astral project crash course. This one will be called how to astral project beginners crash course. And again, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Okay, that is, you lay down, first person, intention, and then observe, bear witness. I'm Ryan JC. I'll speak to you guys pretty soon.